Hello everyone, and welcome to Earth Archives. Today, we're diving into a topic that's both mysterious and deeply fascinating, the moon. Imagine this, our Earth is like a spaceship sailing through the cosmos, and the moon is its loyal companion, following closely behind, dancing with us through the vast sea of stars. Isn't that just so romantic?
Super romantic. Every time night falls, and the moon quietly hangs in the sky, gently casting its silver light, it always makes you stop and stare in awe. But the moon is far more than just a beautiful backdrop. Its presence has profoundly shaped our planet's appearance and destiny. Without the moon, Earth might be a completely different place, perhaps one without life, without seasons, and without the tides we know today. First off, the moon stabilizes Earth's axial tilt. Right now, Earth's axis is tilted at about 23.5 degrees, and thanks to the moon's gravitational pull, that angle stays relatively stable. This stability is what gives us our distinct seasons and a variety of climates. Without the moon, Earth's tilt could wobble wildly, like a drunken spin, causing extreme climate shifts that would make it very difficult for life to emerge or survive. Then, there's the moon's role in controlling the tides. Its gravitational force pulls on Earth's oceans, creating the rhythmic rising and falling of sea levels. These tides not only shape marine ecosystems, but may have even played a crucial role in helping early life transition from the sea to the land billions of years ago. And perhaps even more importantly, this tidal friction slowly slows down Earth's rotation over time, transforming our planet from a fast-spinning world into the life-friendly pace it has today. Some theories even suggest that without the moon, we wouldn't have the regular day-night cycles or the comfortable range of temperatures between day and night that are so vital for life. In many ways, the moon has helped turn Earth into the perfect cradle for life.
Really? Isn't it just a little rock?
A little rock? Don't underestimate it. Although the moon's diameter is only about 1/4 of Earth's, and its mass is just 1/81st of Earth's, it might seem like an unremarkable ball floating around our planet. But its impact on us runs far deeper than you might think. In fact, this little rock plays a role in almost every rhythm of life and environment on Earth. It's one of Earth's closest and most crucial companions. First, it controls the tides we see every day. The moon's gravity pulls on Earth's oceans, causing the regular rise and fall of the tides. Without the moon, Earth's tides would be much weaker or even chaotic. These tides don't just affect fisheries and coastal ecosystems. They were also a major factor in early life moving from the ocean onto land. Even more amazing, the moon acts like Earth's gyroscope stabilizer. Its gravity keeps Earth's axis stable, allowing us to enjoy distinct seasons and a stable climate. Without it, Earth's tilt might wobble like a drunkard, causing drastic climate swings that would make life survival incredibly difficult. The moon even influences the life rhythms of many creatures. Sea turtles time their egg-laying according to the moonlight. Some marine animals migrate based on the lunar phases, and even human biological rhythms may be affected by the moon's waxing and waning. Ancient people used the moon to plan farming and seasonal festivals, and today, we still gaze at the moon and watch the tides. This deep connection between humans and the moon is firmly rooted in both culture and science.
Wow, then today let's really dig into the secrets of the moon. First of all, what I want to know most is, how did it actually come to be? Has it been obediently orbiting the Earth from the very beginning?
That's an excellent question. The moon's origin is actually one of the most dramatic stories in the entire solar system. Scientists have proposed several hypotheses, but the most widely accepted theory today is called the giant impact hypothesis. This theory not only explains the moon's composition and orbit, but also helps us understand Earth's early history, full of intense heat and chaos. The story begins about 4.5 billion years ago. Back then, Earth was just a scorching magma ball, with a turbulent interior and a chaotic surface. At that moment, a Mars-sized celestial body, now called Theia, was roaming inside the solar system and, by a cosmic coincidence, collided head-on with the young Earth. This collision was both a cosmic disaster and a miracle. The energy released in the impact was equivalent to billions of nuclear bombs exploding simultaneously, blasting parts of Earth's outer layers and fragments of Theia itself into space. These fiery debris circled Earth, forming a spectacular ring of rocky material. Over time, under Earth's gravity, these fragments gradually clumped together, cooled down, and eventually formed the moon we see today. This theory is supported because the moon's rock composition is very similar to Earth's, especially the mantle layer, unlike a completely separate celestial body. Additionally, the moon's size and orbit match the results predicted by this giant impact simulation.
Wow, that sounds like a massive cosmic car crash.
Exactly, it was a full-on super collision. Imagine Earth 4.5 billion years ago, just a newly formed fireball, with molten lava churning and an unstable crust. During this turbulent time, a Mars-sized body, later named Theia, came speeding through space and slammed straight into the young Earth with incredible force. This wasn't just any collision. It was a catastrophic event capable of changing the fate of a planet. At the moment of impact, Earth's outer layers were violently torn apart, countless rocks, metals, and gases vaporized and melted, then blasted off into space. Theia itself shattered in the disaster, becoming part of the debris. But this chaos was not the end, it was a new beginning. These ejected fragments, pulled by Earth's strong gravity, gradually formed a ring of material around the planet. Over tens of thousands or even millions of years, these hot fragments slowly cooled, solidified, and clumped together, eventually giving birth to a brand new celestial body, the moon we see today.
Wow, so the moon is actually Earth's child?
You could say that, but to be more precise, the moon is like the hybrid offspring of Earth and Theia. This poetic way of putting it actually has solid scientific backing. When scientists analyze rock samples brought back from the moon with the most precise instruments, they find something truly remarkable. Their chemical fingerprints, especially the isotope compositions, are almost identical to those of Earth's crust. This is an amazing discovery because every planet in the universe has unique isotope ratios based on its distance from the sun and the materials it formed from. In theory, two completely different bodies should have clearly different genetic signatures, like two strangers. But the moon doesn't. It's like Earth's twin, just without the heavy metal core and with a bit of a cosmic traveler's mark. This phenomenon is the strongest and most compelling evidence supporting the giant impact hypothesis. That cataclysmic collision 4.5 billion years ago melted, shattered, and mixed the outer layers of both Earth and Theia. The debris was flung into space and, pulled by Earth's gravity, gradually reassembled into the moon we know today. The moon is not just Earth's satellite. It's something that once shared our body and our destiny.
That sounds very convincing. But didn't humans have other ideas about where the moon came from before?
Yes, scientists have been puzzling over the moon's origin for decades and have proposed quite a few creative theories. For example, the co-formation theory suggests that Earth and the moon were born together in the same primordial solar nebula, like twin siblings forming side by side in the cosmic cradle. Then there's the capture theory, which proposes that the moon was once a wandering asteroid in space that happened to be caught by Earth's gravity, becoming our natural satellite. There's also the fission theory, imagining that the early Earth was spinning so fast that a huge chunk of material was flung off, and that piece later became the moon. At first glance, all these theories make some sense and were quite popular at different times. But they have their problems. For instance, the co-formation theory struggles to explain why the moon lacks a dense metal core. The capture theory can't reasonably account for the moon's stable, regular orbit. And the fission theory, although romantic, hasn't been successfully reproduced in simulations showing that chunk being flung out. Compared to these, the giant impact hypothesis fits the puzzle perfectly. It explains why the moon's isotope composition is so strikingly similar to Earth's, and reasonably accounts for the moon's lack of a metal core, its size, its orbit, and many other observations. Plus, it has passed numerous computer simulations and lunar rock analyses, making it the most widely accepted and mainstream theory about the moon's origin today.
Wow, this story sounds like science fiction. Since the moon looks so unique with a near side and a far side, does that also relate to its history?
Absolutely. The moon is like a face, one side familiar, the other mysterious. Every time we look up at the night sky, we only see one side, the moon's near side. This side is covered with large dark plains that look flat and shadowy. These areas are called Maria, or lunar seas. Of course, they aren't actually seas, but vast basalt plains left behind by ancient volcanic activity. Those dark Maria are like birthmarks on the moon's face, the most recognizable features to us humans. But did you know? The moon's far side looks completely different. There are no wide Maria there. Instead, it's densely packed with craters, highlands, and rugged terrain, like an old face full of wrinkles. This huge difference was actually determined early in the moon's formation. The reason is, when the moon first formed, it was much closer to Earth, and because of synchronous rotation, the same side of the moon always faces Earth. The near side absorbed heat coming from Earth, which made volcanic activity more active there. The crust on that side was relatively thinner, so magma could more easily flow out and fill in low areas, forming those vast flat Maria. Meanwhile, the far side cooled faster, the crust thickened, and magma couldn't break through, leaving the surface covered with more original craters and rugged mountains.
No wonder when we look at the moon, it always seems to have a familiar face. Because it's always showing us the same side.
Exactly. The key to all this lies in a seemingly simple, but incredibly clever phenomenon called synchronous rotation. The moon's rotation period and its orbital period around Earth are exactly the same, about 27.3 days. This means that as it makes one full orbit around Earth, it also spins once on its axis. As a result, from Earth, we always see only its near side, while the mysterious far side remains hidden from our view. This synchronization isn't a coincidence. It's the result of gravitational forces acting over a long time. Long ago, the moon actually used to turn over and spin faster, much like Earth does. But over time, Earth's tidal forces, like an invisible rope, grabbed hold of the moon's rotation and gradually slowed it down. Eventually, it settled into this state where it rotates once for every orbit, always facing us with the same side. This phenomenon isn't unique in the universe. For example, Pluto and its moon Charon also face each other synchronously. But in the relationship between Earth and the moon, synchronous rotation is more than just an astronomical fact. It's like a silent pact. For billions of years, the moon has quietly watched over us with the same face, like a cosmic night watchman arranged by the universe, familiar yet mysterious.
Wow, so that's how it is. But honestly, besides looking romantic, what practical effects does the moon actually have on us?
The impact is huge, no exaggeration at all. Don't be fooled by the moon quietly hanging in the night sky. Its influence on Earth is so profound it's hard to imagine. The most direct and everyday example is the tides. The moon's gravity pulls on Earth's oceans, causing the daily rise and fall of tides, making it feel like the ocean is breathing along with the moon. And this regular motion isn't just a beautiful natural phenomenon. It's actually a key mechanism that sustains life on Earth and the development of civilization. Imagine if there were no moon. Earth's tides would be much weaker. That means coastlines would become calm and stable, completely changing coastal ecosystems. Many plants and animals that rely on tidal zones might never have evolved. Human civilization could also have been delayed by thousands of years, because early sailors and fishermen depended on observing the tides to understand the seas, which allowed them to trade and explore new lands. You could say the moon not only shapes nature's rhythms, but also quietly drives the wheels of human history. On top of that, the moon's steady gravitational pull helps keep Earth's rotational axis stable. If Earth's axis wobbled wildly, our seasons and climate would become extreme and unpredictable, putting enormous pressure on biological evolution. Thanks to the moon, we enjoy stable climates and regular day-night cycles. It's the silent guardian behind it all.
Wow, so it's like the moon is holding the ocean's hand?
The moon's existence is not just a beautiful decoration in the night sky for Earth. It's truly a steadying force. One of its most crucial, but often overlooked roles, is stabilizing Earth's rotational axis. Did you know Earth's axis isn't fixed? It's actually tilted about 23.5 degrees, and this tilt is exactly why we have distinct seasons. The problem is, this tilt angle isn't stable on its own. Without the moon's strong gravitational pull helping to stabilize it, Earth's axis could wobble wildly like a top losing balance, sometimes shifting a few degrees, sometimes even tilting over 40 degrees. If that happened, Earth's climate would become extreme and chaotic. Maybe a tropical rainforest here thousands of years ago could turn into an ice-covered wasteland later. Areas once suitable for humans might become uninhabitable due to drastic climate changes. And this entire stabilizing mechanism is thanks to the moon. Its gravity acts like an invisible rope, holding Earth's axis wobble within a relatively stable range. This stability is vital for life on Earth, because only with a stable climate can species evolve, ecosystems continue, and human civilization thrive.
Wow, I didn't realize it was so important. Do plants and animals get affected too?
The moon is more than just a bright disk in the night sky. It has a profound and mysterious influence on life here on Earth. Many creatures' behaviors are closely tied to the lunar phases, as if the moon's rhythm quietly guides everything in their lives. For example, corals perform a spectacular mass-spawning ritual on specific full moon nights each year. This collective release of eggs greatly increases their chances of successful reproduction and fills the underwater world with a miracle of life. Sea turtles are even drawn by moonlight. They choose the brightest moonlit nights to crawl onto beaches and lay their eggs. The moonlight guides them through the darkness and indirectly affects their survival. This behavior reveals the moon's key role in the evolutionary process of life, shaping biological rhythms and influencing the balance of entire ecosystems. Moreover, scientists have found that many animals' breeding seasons, feeding times, and even social behaviors are closely linked to lunar phase changes. For instance, certain fish and insects adjust their activity patterns according to moonlight to avoid predators or find mates. These subtle biological rhythms deepen our understanding of the moon's invisible control over life.
Wow, what about humans? Could we also be secretly controlled by the moon?
On full moon nights, the silvery moonlight spreads over the land, romantic and enchanting. But have you ever noticed that it's sometimes harder to fall asleep on such nights? In fact, scientists have long been curious and have studied the relationship between lunar phases and human sleep. Some research suggests that many people do experience poorer sleep quality, delayed sleep onset, and shorter sleep duration during the full moon. Although this hasn't been definitively proven as a direct cause, it has certainly caught the attention of psychologists and physiologists alike. Some believe that the brighter moonlight during a full moon might affect our biological rhythms. Especially in environments without blackout curtains, the strong moonlight could suppress melatonin production, making it harder for our brains to enter deep sleep. On the other hand, there's a psychological explanation too. Since ancient times, the full moon has been associated with mystery and power. This cultural imagery might subconsciously influence our emotions and sleep patterns, causing tension or excitement that makes it difficult to relax and fall asleep.
Oh my gosh, No wonder ancient people found the full moon so mysterious. But I've also heard an urban legend that the moon is actually hollow, and some even say it's an alien base. Is that true?
Is the moon hollow? This question has been a popular topic in sci-fi stories and urban legends for a long time. Many people imagine mysterious hollow spaces or alien bases inside the moon. However, scientific research has long provided a clear answer. The moon is not hollow. It has a solid internal structure that shares many similarities with Earth. During the Apollo missions, American astronauts not only collected rock samples from the moon's surface, but also installed seismometers to monitor seismic activity on the moon, known as moonquakes. These seismometers operated for years, collecting valuable data. Scientists analyzed the speed and characteristics of the seismic waves to infer the moon's internal structure, discovering that it has a solid inner core and a liquid outer core, covered by thick layers of mantle and crust. Although the moon's volume and mass are much smaller than Earth's, its internal structure is actually quite complex and clearly layered. Compared to Earth, the moon's core is smaller and its mantle thicker. Overall, it's a smaller but fully functional planetary body. This shows that the moon is a celestial object that has undergone long geological evolution. It's not a cold, lifeless rock ball, nor is it a hollow cosmic shell.
I see. So the so-called hollow theory is just because the moon's density is lower?
The moon's mystery has always fascinated many people, especially regarding its internal structure and composition. Many might assume that because the moon's density is lower than Earth's, it must be hollow inside. But the truth is far more complex and even more interesting than that simple assumption. Scientific research has found that the moon's density is lower mainly because of its composition. The moon contains less iron and instead is rich in lighter rocks, such as olivine and pyroxene. These rocks make up the moon's crust and mantle, resulting in an overall density that is lower than Earth's. In other words, the moon is like a hard rock ball made of lighter materials rather than a hollow shell. A lower density does not mean hollow. This was strongly evidenced by the seismometers installed during the Apollo missions. By analyzing the propagation of moonquake waves, scientists discovered that the moon still has a solid inner core and a liquid outer core, with clear layered structures. This finding completely overturned the hollow moon hypothesis and confirmed that the moon is a real celestial body with a complex internal structure.
Okay, that makes me feel better. So let's talk about this. Did humans really go to the moon?
On July 20, 1969, the American Apollo 11 spacecraft successfully landed on the moon, marking one of the most iconic moments in human history. When Neil Armstrong stepped out of the lunar module, his words echoing across the universe, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," shocked the world and deeply etched themselves into the chapter of human civilization. This moon landing mission was not only a technological breakthrough, but also a symbol of humanity's courageous spirit to explore the unknown and push boundaries. From the space race during the Cold War to the silent efforts of hundreds of thousands of engineers and scientists, Apollo 11 embodied the dreams and hopes of an entire era. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to set foot on the lunar surface, measuring this mysterious world with their steps and bringing back precious lunar rocks and data, opening a new window for us to understand space. At that time, hundreds of millions of people worldwide witnessed this historic moment through live television broadcasts, inspiring countless children to dream of becoming scientists, engineers, and astronauts. Apollo 11 was not just a moon landing. It symbolized the unity, courage, and wisdom of humanity, and stands as a perfect fusion of technology and dreams.
Wow, just imagining that moment gives me goosebumps. Have other countries been to the moon since then?
In recent years, many countries around the world have invested in lunar exploration. sparking a new wave of space competition and scientific enthusiasm. Besides the United States, the former Soviet Union, China, India, Japan, and others have launched probes, all working to unveil the moon's mysteries. This international cooperation and competition have deepened our understanding of the moon and paved the way for future space development. A particularly notable mission is China's Chang'e 5. In 2020, Chang'e 5 successfully landed on the moon, collected samples, and brought them back, marking the first time in over 40 years that fresh lunar samples were returned to Earth. The mission's results not only provided scientists with precious lunar rocks, but also helped study the moon's formation history and geological evolution, which is significant for understanding the origin of the Earth-Moon system. India's Chandrayaan missions, Japan's lunar orbiters, and the Soviet Union's lunar probes have also contributed to lunar exploration. These missions continue to reveal the moon's terrain, mineral composition, environmental conditions, and potential resources, laying the foundation for future lunar bases and long-term human habitation in space.
That's so cool. So, is it really possible to build a base on the moon in the future?
The moon is no longer just a quiet place in myths and fairy tales. It's becoming a key outpost for human space exploration in the future. With rapid advancements in technology, NASA and other international space agencies have proposed ambitious plans for a moon village. This is no longer a distant dream, but a blueprint gradually turning into reality. Imagine that in the future, we might establish scientific laboratories on the moon to conduct research that can't be done on Earth, such as biological experiments in microgravity, testing new materials, and more. The moon's thin atmosphere and unique environment provide scientists with a perfect natural laboratory. Beyond that, the moon village might also include farms using advanced technology to grow plants in lunar soil, supplying fresh food and oxygen for humans living in space long-term. Even more exciting, the moon could become a refueling station for missions to Mars and beyond. Because the moon's gravity is only 1/6 that of Earth's, rockets need much less energy to launch from there. Setting up fuel supply stations on the moon could drastically reduce the costs and risks of deep space exploration. This would open a whole new chapter in interplanetary travel, turning the dream of stepping onto other planets into reality.
Wow! If that really happens, then the moon won't just be a symbol of romance, but the first step for humanity to reach the stars and the vast universe.
The moon is not only Earth's natural satellite, but is also expected to become humanity's outpost for venturing deeper into space. With technology advancing rapidly, our exploration of space is no longer just about gazing and imagining, but gradually turning our focus toward this silvery orb, hoping it will become the starting point of future space civilizations. The moon's location and unique environment make it an ideal space base. Compared to Earth, the moon's gravity is only 1/6, greatly reducing the energy needed for launch and landing, which is especially important for future deep space missions. When humans can establish stable bases on the moon for scientific research, resource development, and life support, the moon will no longer be an isolated celestial body, but an important hub linking Earth, Mars, and even more distant planets. Future moon villages or bases might include research labs, living quarters, energy systems, and even agricultural facilities, allowing humans to live and work there long-term. Through lunar bases, we can study the effects of space environments on the human body, test new technologies, and extract resources like water ice from the moon, converting it into drinking water and rocket fuel to support more space explorations.
Hearing all this, I really feel like the moon isn't just a cold, lifeless rock, but Earth's most caring guardian. It controls our tides, stabilizes the climate, and has inspired countless poets and scientists.
The moon has always been one of humanity's most romantic and mysterious companions. It lights up the night and accompanies generations, becoming a wellspring of inspiration for poets and a subject of exploration for scientists. From ancient myths to modern scientific research, the moon carries our curiosity and reverence for the cosmos, bridging dreams and reality. In ancient times, the moon was seen as a deity, a central figure in many cultures' myths. It symbolizes femininity and change, contrasting with the sun's brilliance. Whether it's China's Chang'e flying to the moon or the Greek goddess Artemis, the moon is always wrapped in an aura of mystery, stirring people's emotions and imagination. Every night when darkness falls and we look up at the bright, round disk, a gentle feeling arises within us, making it easy to lose ourselves in the vastness of the universe. However, with the progress of technology, the moon is no longer just a symbol of romance. It has become the frontier of scientific exploration. When humans first set foot on the moon, that historic moment extended our gaze from Earth into the universe. The launch of probes and the return of lunar samples have deepened our understanding of this silvery, celestial body. The moon's formation, structure, and geological activity have gradually shifted from myth to scientific reality. Its influence extends beyond the glow of the night. It shapes Earth's tides, climate, and even the rhythms of life.
Alright, if you enjoyed today's episode filled with knowledge and a touch of moonlit romance, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
And don't forget to leave us a comment telling us what you think is the moon's most fascinating secret. See you next time. Bye-bye.